What's up, everyone? Welcome to my first MMA YouTube video. I'm gonna give you guys my reaction to Moicano versus Chris Duncan. Good finishes, back and forth fights, and one big upset which annoyed me. So let's get into it. Kai Kanapa versus Dakota Hope. Dakota Hope was trying to finish Kai Kanapa in the first round, tired himself out, but Kai Kanapa was landing those nasty leg kicks, which affected Dakota Hope's movement, and I don't know how this fight was a split decision. I thought the Kai Kanapa won round 2 and 3, but other than that, good scrap. Next fight. I'm being 110% honest. I was not paying attention at all to this fight. All I know is that Barboza landed a illegal kick. Point was deducted. Gatto was on the floor, and they resumed the fight. So props to Gatto. We move on. Trey Gore. You proved me wrong. I thought that Azamat Bokoyev was gonna knock out Trayshawn Gore in the first round because from all people, Trayshawn Gore got knocked out by Cody Brundage. From all people, Cody Brundage, and he got outboxed by Rodolfo Vieira. And I straight up thought that he was done for this fight. I thought that he was going to get dropped, he's going to get ground and pounded, and it's going to get knocked out cold. But now, Trayshawn Gore landed his signature move, his favorite submission, that guillotine. He has now 3 submission wins in the UFC by guillotine. So, man, Trayshawn Gore, you really proved me wrong. But Azamat Bakoyev, I don't know what he's going to do because this is 2 losses in a row. Yusuf Borgori in the third round, he got TKO'd. And now Trayshawn Gore, and I thought that Trayshawn Gore was garbage, but all of a sudden he's good. So let's see what Trayshawn Gore can do from here. We move on. Alice Pereira versus Haley Callaway. Beautiful knee by Pereira. Beautiful. Perfectly timed and knocked out Haley Callaway out cold. That's the only thing that I really remember from this fight. So let's see what Alice Pereira could do from here. We move on. Lando Venata versus Darius Flowers. Darius Flowers slammed Lando Venata in the first round, and Lando Venata's rib was poking out, which affected Lando Venata throughout this whole fight. And Darius Flower in the second round took down Lando Venata, and it hurt him, and he TKO'd Lando Venata. And this is Lando's first time ever getting TKO'd. So congrats to Darius Flowers for getting his first win in the UFC. And let's see what's next for Darius Flowers. And Lando Venata is definitely going to get cut. We move on. Alessandro Costa versus Stuart Nickel. Bad Time MMA is mad, I bet. But he did choose Costa to win. So he use common sense because Stuart Nickel is not that good. I'm being 110% honest. He's not that good. I chose Alessandro Costa to win. Beautiful, beautiful left hook to the liver, shut him down. And I'm telling you, man, the boxing with Alexa Grasso and Diego Lopez, that fight camp has really good boxing, and that left hook was perfectly timed. So congrats to Alessandro Costa and Stuart Nickel. Sorry to tell you, buddy, but you're getting cut. We move on. This fight was dog shit. Gilmore Pat versus Thomas Peterson. Gilmore Pat is stiff as a fucking board. Congratulations, heavyweight. You guys have a fucking patchy mix in your division. Thomas Peterson did good in this fight, landed good shots. The third round, he dropped Pat really bad and was close to finishing him. And yeah, there's really I can really say Gilmore looked like shit. Thomas Peterson looking like Thomas Peterson. So congrats to him. So we move on. Jose Delano versus Robert Rochella. I'm being 110% honest. I wasn't really paying attention to this fight. I had to do some other shit. So I chose Jose Delano and I got to watch this fight on my own time. So I'm happy that I got to pick right. So we move on. Tommy McMillan versus Manuel Zucchini. I am telling you straight up, Tommy McMillan's going to get chinned soon. Because how are you scrapping with Manuel Zucchini? Because Manuel Zucchini got TKO'd by Morgan Charrier, and Morgan Charrier, we all know, is not that good. Okay, let's be honest. He's not that good. But good scrap, though. Really, really good scrap. Just two fucking retards swinging, a lot missing shots, and Tommy McMillan spamming the same fucking move over and over and over again. He's throwing the same knee over and over and over, and it landed clean and it dropped Zucchini. So congrats to Tommy McMillan. So we move on. I'm telling you straight up, we as the MMA community are happy to see Rafael Esteban lose. Fuck this prick, man. Fuck this prick. Ethan Ewing, you are the man. I chose Ethan Ewing to beat Malcolm Wellmaker, and I thought that I was a madman for picking the underdog because obviously Malcolm Wellmaker is a knockout artist, crazy right hook, and Ethan Ewing beat Malcolm Wellmaker on short notice. I think it was like a week's notice or 2 days notice. I forgot, but still, he still got the W. But Ethan Ewing, beautiful, beautiful left hook to the liver. And just seeing Esteban on the floor getting TKO'd. Well, not getting TKO'd, but getting dropped by a body shot made me so happy. You don't understand. I hate fucking seeing Rafael Esteban fucking fight. This motherfucker is he's a disease to this fucking organization. He missed weight for flyweight and he was forced to move up to bantamweight and he still fucking missed weight. But another thing that was a cherry on top was the fact that he did not land a single takedown. Or did he? Let me see real quick. He didn't land a single takedown? Nope. 0-8. Because every fight he's taken down his opponent and just fucking hold him there and do absolutely nothing. So, Ethan Ewing, you are the man. Thank you so much for getting rid of Rafael Esteban and telling shit up, Esteban. You are getting cut. See you in PFL, buddy. Next fight. Abdul Yakyayev versus Brendan Hibero. I told my dad in this fight that Yakyayev is going to win by a first round TKO, but he didn't get the TKO win, but still, he still got a first round finish. So congrats to Yakyayev. He's going to be a big problem in the light heavyweight division. And Brendan Hibero, well, more than likely he's going to get cut. So, oh well, we move on. I'm being honest, I was not paying attention to this fight. I just know that Tabitha Ricci is just a fucking robbery merchant. She robbed a handful of people. Janjiroba just fucking fought Mackenzie Dern in the last fight, and that fight was okay, I guess I can say, but just a whole lot of fucking wrestling. Jandiroba just fucking took her down, held her down, but good shit though on her end because Tabitha Ricci is an industry plant. She just has a she just has looks, has a fat ass, and people just like to see that shit. So yeah, it's whatever. We move on. Honato Moicano versus Chris Duncan. You proved me wrong, Honato Moicano. I thought that Chris Duncan was going to chin Honato Moicano because, dude, how can you deny Chris Duncan? This dude won a war with what's the guy's name again? Rebecca. He went to war with Rebecca, and Rebecca went to war with Orobai. I thought that Chris Duncan was gonna easily beat Honato Moicano. I thought my prediction was Honato Moicano was gonna get finished in the second round, but nah, it was all the way around. Chris Duncan got finished in the second round. Honato Moicano's jab was landing every single time. I don't even think that a single jab missed, and just those jabs was setting up everything. Honato Moicano was not able to get a single takedown, but that didn't matter at all in the second round because Honato Moicano landed a beautiful left hook on Chris Duncan, and we all know that Chris Duncan is chinny. He's very, very chinny. Honato Moicano landed that beautiful left hook, and boom, dropped him, hurt him, got on the back. Chris Duncan was leaking, and Honato Moicano obviously pulled off his signature submission win by rear naked choke. So good shit on Honato Moicano. He needs fucking money, but he already makes enough money, like you said, on fucking YouTube. So good shit on him. But yeah, overall, this fight card was a solid, I would say, 7 out of 10. The biggest highlight was obviously Ethan Ewing KOing, well, body shot KOing Rafael Esteban because he's a terrorist of the sport. No one likes him. And I bet you for a fact that 99.9% of the MMA community are satisfied to see Esteban lose and get absolutely dominated from round one to round three. So, yeah, so I'm going to wrap this up. Thank you guys so much for watching, and peace out.